In order to use the Wise app as a student, I open the Wise app after installing it, and the first thing I do is I click on the start button. It will ask me for my phone number, so let me just enter my phone number. And I click on next. I should receive a 4-digit OTP, and let me just enter that OTP and click on next. The first thing that I need to do is I need to select my profile as a student. I will select that and I enter my name, let's say Amit Sharma. And I can also upload a profile picture. I can choose not to do it, it's not compulsory. I can also upload it at a later stage. So I will click on next. Once I click on next, it asks me for my classroom ID. The thing to note here is that Wise does not have its own courses. It's a teacher enabling platform. So teachers start their online teaching on this. So you should ask for the classroom ID from your own teacher. If your teacher is not teaching on the Wise app, you can also click on the invite teacher and send them the link. They can start teaching on it and they will give you the classroom ID. So there are two options. Either your teachers are already teaching, ask for the classroom ID, or invite them to teach on this so that you get the classroom ID. So I have 2 classroom IDs that I've got from my own teachers. I'll enter those classroom IDs and try to enroll in those classrooms. So let's see how that process looks like. So let me enter the first classroom ID that I have. It should be ideally be a 9-digit number. So I enter that classroom ID and click on enroll. It says you have successfully sent the request. Let me enter another classroom ID that I have. So as a student, you can have multiple classroom IDs based on the multiple teachers that you are studying from. So I entered the classroom ID, I'll click on enroll. Again, you have successfully sent request. Now let me just wait for my teachers. I need to wait for my teachers to accept that. So you could remind your teachers here that, you know what, we've sent you the request, please accept it. So one of my teachers has already accepted the request. It shows as an active classroom. Let me wait for another teacher. Amazing. Another teacher has also accepted my request. So let's go into the class 10th physics. Let's enter into that classroom. So I enter into the classroom. It says overview, Tuesday and Friday is my class. I'm the only student and it says the name of the instructor. The class has not started. What this means is the live class has not started. I've got a notification which says that the live class has just started. So let me just refresh this page. The moment I refresh this, it says join live class. The button is active. Let me just click on this. What should happen is it should automatically directly go to Zoom, or via the browser it should go to the Zoom, and I should enter the meeting without having the need to click on the meeting link, without having to enter the meeting ID password. I'm already in the admit room of the class. My teacher has accepted the admit room and now I'm in the classroom. Right, I've entered the meeting. Let me just leave the meeting because this is just a trial. And now I attended the live class and I successfully left the live class as well. The link automatically becomes inactive whenever my teacher ends the class. So this link is only active when the live class is happening. So now let's explore the other features of this application as a student. The first is assessments. It is a feature for testing, homework, assignments. Let's click on the laws of motion and let's see what it is. So laws of motion is an assessment which has a submission date of 29th August, 10 p.m. I need to submit it before that. There's an attachment present with it. This attachment will probably have the question that my teacher wants me to solve, or a series of questions. So let me just open that. It's a photo. It has some question. I can submit my submission by taking a photo of the solution I have written, or if it's already on my laptop or on my mobile, I can just upload it. Let me just upload a random screenshot just to show you the flow. I click on submit assessment and my submission has been recorded by the application. I can view the submission again, but I cannot edit it. I could have also uploaded multiple files if I wanted to. So next thing is a resources feature where a teacher can share the material with me. Let me just click on kinematics worksheet. So it is a worksheet, a JPEG shared by my teacher with me. So this is just a random document that they shared because this is a test class. So I can access any resource that has been uploaded by my teacher. They can also send me a YouTube video. I click on that and it directly opens the YouTube video that my teacher wants me to see before the next class. So resources is a very useful tab for the teachers where they can share any kind of PDF, any kind of video, any kind of JPEG screenshot with me. And the best thing is it all remains saved in the cloud. I don't need to save it on my phone. So 3 months from now, if I want to access the resources my teacher had sent me 3 months ago, I can just easily go to resources and open that. The next feature is the discussion feature. It says doubts in today's class. Let me just open it. So it's a discussion by my teacher which says doubts in today's class, please post your doubts here, created by Mubin, which is the name of my teacher. So let me just enter, let me just comment. Sir, let's say I did not understand inertia. I did not understand the meaning of inertia. Let's say this was taught in today's class. It just goes as a comment. Students can choose to answer it. My teacher can choose to answer it and resolve my doubt. So discussion becomes a very useful tool for students to get their doubts resolved by the teachers outside the class, outside the live class. Because live class is of limited time duration, it is not possible to get your doubts resolved. I can also start a new discussion by clicking on plus. And let's say I just have some doubt or a query like, will kinematics be taught in class 11th? And yes, if it will be taught, when would it be taught? Because normally it is not taught in class 10. So I just post that discussion, I save it, my teacher can choose to answer it, other students can choose to answer it. So discussion becomes a very useful way of getting your doubts resolved, participating in discussions, or for teachers to make announcements. So these are the three primary features of each classroom: discussions, resources to get the study materials, and assessments, the third feature, to make submission to any question paper, any assignment or test that your teacher has sent. Your teacher will also be able to provide you feedback on your submission. So this is one of the classrooms. I have other classroom as well, RISE class 10th. Let me enter that. So this is a big class. This is 119 students. It has its own timetable. It has its own separate button through which we can join the live class. It has its own sets of assessments. Let me just click on the assessment. As you can see, I cannot submit this assessment because the submission date is already passed. So this assignment cannot be submitted. So it has its own set of resources which I can access. It has its own set of discussions. So this is very neatly organized. So all the classrooms that I am a part of, they will have their own sets of resources, discussions, assessments, automatically organized across the classes. So I need not worry about organizing all the resources, all the material that I'm getting through my teachers. That all would be automatically organized across the classrooms on the WISE app. So I hope you've understood how to use the WISE app as a student, and as a student you could be present across multiple classrooms, multiple subjects, as you normally are in your school or in your tuition center.